Hi, jewells68 here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, January 10th. I really don't have anything to show you right now. The quilt is in progress. I'm stitching in the ditch, the whole thing, and then I'm going to go back and maybe do some free motion quilting in the border, the larger borders. And that's it. I didn't want a free motion quilt in the actual little pictures because I didn't want it to show up on the picture. So I didn't want to go over the little windows, library windows. So and they're small enough that they'll be fine because this batting says you can quilt up to 6 inches apart, and I think they were 6 inches unfinished tall by 4.5 inches wide, so they should be fine. I'll double check that, but we should be good. Even if they're 6 inches finished, they should be fine. So yeah, so that's all I've got going on right now. I was going to show you right quick my setup that I have right now. Because this quilt is so large, I did want to give myself a little more room. So I put one of my I have two 2x4 foot tables. One of them has my homemade big extension table that I made out of foam a few months back. One of them has that on it and has my sewing machine on it. There's one now behind it that has adjustable height, so I've adjusted it as tall as it goes. So it's about 1.5 inches taller than the one with my machine, which is fine. And I have it sitting behind the table with my machine. So here's the table with my machine, and here's the one behind it, just to hold some of the weight of the quilt. And then I have a stack of fabric bins to my left as I'm sitting working at the machine to hold the weight of the quilt that's next to me. Yeah, so normally I will not be having my table stick out this far in the middle of the room because it's kind of awkward for my husband to come get his clothes out of that closet. But yeah, for right now, I need it. So I had to basically rearrange this whole half of this whole section, this whole corner of the project room in order to make this setup happen. So yeah, so I don't know how much of it I'll retain when I'm done, but I went ahead and just took my 6-foot table and put it up on bed risers to have up for cutting and have some of my rulers and things on it. And then instead of being on top of the table, on top of the bins, the cubbies, and instead I have the cubbies here with one behind the other. The one in the front has no back on it, so that the shelves basically go through double depth. So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. Mountains are hidden by fog and clouds. Sun's coming up over the mountains, but you can't see it. Just sort of that faint glow. Welcome to the first, quote-unquote, real snow of the season. Supposed to be back in the 50s within the next few days. Winter. What is that stuff, kitty? What is it? Oh, it's wet. Careful. Be careful. Oh, kitty. It's all wet. You don't want to roll in that. What just happened? Did your paw sink down? What's going on over there? You're going to check it? Oh. Really? You really want to walk in that? You're going to get all wet. Yeah, I didn't think so. I hope everybody's having a good week, or getting to work on stuff a little bit, even if only a tiny bit. And I will see you next week. Bye!